guys, welcome to another C-List Sunday. It's Big Bad Evil Fett, my best friend in the whole wide world, Vanillus Red. We're going to have a little bit of an Xmas show tonight. We've been off for a little bit. Red hasn't been feeling well. And believe it or not, I got the shingles on Wednesday. So today's the first day I felt like decent. I wasn't burning on fire. So
Turn of the shingles.
The return of the shingle. Last time I had shingles, I was at San Diego Comic-Con with Red.
Yeah. What triggers your shingle attack?
I don't know. I called my doctor, and she had said that I should not be getting it this much. That after 30 days of this outbreak, I should go get another shot, and hopefully the vaccination shot that I took 2 years ago will finally work. So this is not a PSA out for everyone who has the shingles, but maybe you need 2 shots instead of 1 because 1 shot didn't work for me.
Right. I mean, me being old like you, I do get bouts of eczema on my hands. So, but that's all just related to my diabetes.
Yeah. Shingles is a whole new, not to go on a tangent for us comic book nerds out there to go into something about shingles, but it is a very painful thing. I wouldn't want it on my worst 49er fan. It feels like it's like an ice burn, and someone from the inside with a corkscrew is trying to screw this corkscrew out from the inside of your body outside to the outside of your body. It is quite painful, and I am a sissy, so it hurts me probably more than it hurts other people.
Well, yeah, with the current comments that are on our channel that we are old, yeah, it tends to hit us old people.
Well, it only hits people over 50. So it's over 50 who had chicken pox.
Yeah.
So this is way back in the Stone Age. On my 21st birthday, I spent my 21st birthday in Solano emergency room with an outbreak of chicken pox.
Oh, why you got yours late?
I got mine late, and it was bad because the doctor was worried about there's other complications getting chicken pox later in life than as a child. So I was hospitalized. I think it was 2 days or something like that. It was not a good 21st birthday for Big Bad.
Shoot. Yeah, I remember my 21st birthday. I didn't get no chicken pox. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I was helping the old man. We were building an ADA unit in the back of the house, which is currently now the storage. But yeah, that's how I spent my 21st birthday. Well,
just as fun as I spent mine.
Yeah. Hey. But later on that evening, I spent it pretty much puking my guts out into my car vents because they gave me a certain amount of alcohol, which then I imbibed and then spewed out all over my car.
Well, that's how every grown man should spend his 21st birthday.
Of course. Having to wake up in the morning with a hangover and having to take apart your dash because you threw up all over the aircon vents. that's
I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. It's much better than how I spent mine, but we're not comparing.
Yeah, well, sorry that the shingles came back, and maybe they will kind of ease up during the show, and
well, they've already eased. They kind of it sprang out Wednesday, Thursday, Friday was the worst day, and then I have some medicine that kind of alleviates it, but it doesn't really alleviate it. And today it's manageable. Today it's manageable.
Okay, because I remember back during the summer where it was kind of hard for you to put on pants.
Yeah, but I was a trooper. You have to give me credit. I was a trooper.
I will give that to you. You know what? It's a tough deal when it's humid outside and you have to wear a costume that requires pants, and then you still have to play a character. Hey, you did your best to get through that situation, and you deserve an award for that.
Well, thank you. we're gonna have a really exciting show today. It's gonna kind of be a little different than the normal. We're gonna have hopefully we have some audience out there tonight to help us out. We want like a nerd geek kind of Christmas gift list, and I'm going to start out with what my wonderful sister and my wonderful niece got me for Christmas. It's a little early, but they're in Texas, so here this is.
They're Ray-Bans.
No, they're not just Ray-Bans. They're the Meta Ray-Bans, the ones that like got their version of Siri built into it.
No fucking way.
Yeah, they're bad. I'm not so much into Google or Facebook or Microsoft because I'm an Apple guy. Everything I have is Apple. This is the only non-Apple product that I do own, and it is absolutely fantastic. I've been playing with it. I put the glasses on it. What's that?
No, Luther, Slumlord.
Oh, Slumlord, hi. And I've been playing with it and asking it just the most ridiculous questions. Instead of saying Siri or Alexa, you have to say Meta. You say Meta, how many feet are in a mile? And it'll tell you in your ear.
Can you like take that out again and show the inside part? I want to see this technology. This is newfangled technology.
Sure. Give me my fingers are a little fat and this is a little tight for me.
That's what she said.
No, the case actually is like a iPod case. It charges the glasses up, so it fits in pretty snug.
Slot for it to stick into the plug.
Yeah. So it's a pair of, you can get like Wayfarers or another design. It's not very thick. It's not very heavy. There's the still camera. Oh, excuse me. There's the still camera and there's the video camera.
Okay, hold on.
So you can see the thickness. It's not very thick and it's not very heavy at all. It's actually lighter than I get at my original pair of Wayfarers that I had 20 something years ago.
Are they? I guess. I have a fat face. There's no doubt about that. Will it fit your normal fat face?
Yeah. They have. I think it goes from 42 to 63 millimeter or whatever millimeter, centimeter, decameter, whatever it is. So you can put your regular eyeglass lens in here, so you can actually use them as your personal sunglasses, regular eyeglasses instead of sunglasses like I have.
Oh, so is it all just audio, or you actually can see the screen in front of you, or it's like?
No, you can't see the screen in front of you. It's not like that, but you could tell it like Meta Film Red right now, and the camera would turn on and it would like videotape red.
Oh, so this is a spyglass too.
No, well, not only that, but I mean, you can ask like stupid questions like you do Alexa. Meta, who won the Seahawks game? And it would tell you the Seahawks won, whatever, or the Seahawks lost. So it's like having Siri or Alexa on your face all day long.
Well, okay. Sometimes we all wish for Siri and Alexa to be on my face all day long, I guess.
Yeah.
So much.
So that's the first geek gift of the day. But only thing is, if you lose this case, you're probably going to be SOL.
I think that at least that's going to be sold third party, or especially through Ray-Ban that they'll have.
See, it lights up.
Oh, that is super fancy.
Yeah, super fancy. So yeah, Ray-Ban Meta.
Okay. Well, what's the retail price on that thing, if you don't mind me asking?
$399.99.
Oh, $399 for you, but you didn't want to research it in order to. Okay, since it was a gift.
It was a gift.
Okay, all right. We'll research that later for the actual retail price, because I don't think they sell that at your work, correct?
I think my sister bought it for me at the Sunglass Hut in the Sun Valley Shopping Mall.
Okay.
And this is what I bought myself for Christmas.
Oh, that's fancy. You got the gold, the foil from Lost Boy.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Oh, that's pretty.
So, Christmas is pretty much over.
Well, shit. Okay. Well, well, I did get a package from you today.
You know, I was sweating bullets about that because they said that it was delivered and you said it wasn't delivered. So I was thinking, well, maybe they're in Lothrop somewhere. Someone was a porch pirate.
Yeah, well, not really. I know it'll fit in the mailbox because we have this I guess this communal mailbox.
I see.
But yeah, usually I get a notification on my phone from USPS if I had any deliveries, and it showed it was nothing in the box. So, but since this came through UPS, that no longer applies to the notifications I'm getting. So that these people don't talk. So yeah, surprise in the mail for me. I don't know if I want to open it now, since it might be.
Please, if unless you need something to open up on Christmas Day, you can open it up now.
I'm not that guy to ruin tradition, but actually I am the type of guy that ruin tradition. But yeah, just trying to be mindful of everybody's traditions here. Oh, here we go. Oh shit! All right, this is the first of a kind. Is it a one-off for now? Or?
It is a one-off, and only you have it. I don't have it. Nobody else has it. Only Villainous Red.
Wow, I think this will be part of your store here. Very soon, and I don't think I should be the only one that has this, but the world will see the talent that is he, Mr. Evil Fat T-shirt right here. That is lovely.
It looks much better than I thought it was going to turn out.
That is cherry, my friend. I guess this is the same people that did your stickers.
My stickers, yeah, the same people that did my stickers, yeah.
Oh damn, that is beautiful. That is great.
Is it rubbery? Because I don't know. Is it rubbery?
It's vinyl.
It's vinyl.
Yeah, it's a vinyl iron-on. So it's plus the quality of the shirt is looks like it's gilded. But yeah. No label.
No label, so it's sorry.
Nah.
But is it a thicker kind of cotton, or is it one of those cheap tees?
Nah, this will breathe. This is good.
Oh, okay, cool.
It's nice and thick. That's what she said. That's beautiful. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. This will be on the Evil Fat store very soon. And I will help set up that for you another day. But yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome. Very welcome.
This is dope. I can't wear it right now, but I will wear it tomorrow morning.
You're gonna bring it to work?
Hell yeah.
You can wear a t-shirt to work? They allow that?
It's casual at my.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I may work in. I don't say it's corporate atmosphere, but
that's what I thought. I thought you worked in the corporate atmosphere.
It's more of a like a construction trailer. That's what that's what the atmosphere is. It's more of wear your safety gear and jeans and t-shirt and safety boots. But definitely, yeah, that's the outfit for tomorrow. That's the shirt for tomorrow. That is sexy, Mike. Thank you.
Merry Christmas, Red.
Thank you. Happy Kwanzaa to you, my friend. Happy Kwanzaa.
I celebrate that. Hey, is that a root beer mug?
It is. It's from Wild Bill's, from one of many.
You don't know how many mugs I bought from Wild Bill's, because I always say I'm going to bring it, and I never bring it, and I end up buying that cherry Coke at Wild Bill's because it's probably the best cherry Coke there is.
Same for me, because I would think that, okay, I need to buy one in order for me to get free refills when I go to the convention. But every time that I do get packed up, it's like, where am I going to put this? It'll easily get crushed in my luggage, so I'll just go end up buying one. And then the last convention, Rose City Comic Con with Luke, I bought 3. You know what? I don't have any black ones, so I'll buy 3 black ones that day.
That looks like a rainbow kind of colored one.
This is the iridescent chrome model, which is also the Magnum, which is about half size bigger than your actual regular mug. So has plenty of liquid in there for your Moscow Mule, which will remain cold for hours on end. So you guys are looking for a nice gift for somebody, go to the Wild Bill's website, pick them up a mug, and then they'll get free refills at every convention that Wild Bill's is attending.
And they attend almost every single one except San Diego Comic Con. That's probably the only one they don't attend that I know.
Yeah, I can't spot an area for them to like really, plop a residence, because the whole floor is pretty much taken.
Yeah. But they could do something outside, right in front or somewhere, because they have like that movable kind of stagecoach thing that they use to fill up the. Yeah, we're giving them a lot of plug. They better give us something for all this.
There's a ramp from the back in order for everything to be loaded up for every vendor. But as far as like the convention is concerned, is that all the vendors have already taken up all the real estate, and when it comes down to food, there isn't really any.
Right. Yeah, you're correct. Yeah.
Even San Diego doesn't give you any options for food, because the other ones like Fan Expo and Rose City Comic Con, they do have food vendors there.
Yeah.
So on top of the Wild Bills, they have there's a chocolate vendor that was there that sold some really high quality sweets. They sell to like at $5 a stick, like this big and this thick. But then it's gourmet chocolate.
And a diabetic's nightmare.
Yeah, delicious. But
but anyways, Wild Bill, if you're out there listening to us, the Sea Less Villains love your cherry flavored soda. I guess I can't say Coke because that's trademark. Your cherry flavored soda. I love
it. The sarsaparilla as well. Sarsaparilla is awesome. Definitely.
And I between me and Red, I know I have at least 5 of those glasses, or cups. I should say glasses, because they're made of tin. But how many do you have, Red?
7. I have 7. I have 1 at the office and 6 here.
Wild Bills, if you're out there listening to us.
Hey, when I bring out the fancy silverware, it's gonna be this shit right here. I will be serving drinks in these.
So, what, if anything, that you want that's nerd related that you don't already own in your vast collection of nerdum items?
Well, for me, let me look around this place. I think the thing that I want for me a Grail item will probably be an original page from a Steve Ditko or Jack King Kirby, or even Jim Lee, an original page from one of their comics that they drew.
Absolutely. I think that's every comic book fan, every nerd, man, woman, and child would want the same thing. I want that same thing too. Yeah.
Because we're adults now. We're adults with some kind of income and can afford the toys that we couldn't get when we were 5-10 years old.
Yeah, I just to let you know, I wanted to do cartwheels when you came up with the Daredevil Frank Cho there at Comic-Con for me. Frank is of course, Jack is top notch and Frank Miller, but of all the other contemporaries, Frank Cho is my favorite artist.
He does
And you did that for me, so that was I wish I'm too old to do a cartwheel, but I surely wanted to do a cartwheel. How's that?
Hey, that was my pleasure, and I appreciate the stuff that you did for us that weekend, and it's just a small token of my gratitude for you, especially for using the magic that you do in order for us to get to the front of the line for most items, for most exclusive. So that's the power of Mike. He has that kind of a if there's any other superpower that you would want, it would be that superpower that Mike has. The power of the handicap. Never underestimate the power of the handicap.
Yes, never. Yeah. So again, we're doing hopefully a nerd wish list or gift list for you fans out there. If you have anything and you're watching the show, send us some ideas and whatnot. Miss So is supposed to bring us a list that looks like she might be watching the Ravens Jags game right now, so she's not on right this second.
Could be, or she's in Chicago and
asleep.
But she'll put in her input. She'll probably text the text line at 209-975-7597.
Another great gift that I never really thought about, but since I seen it,
stop handyman.
Hey, there's Stove Farino. How you doing, Stove? Costco, because me and you do get on a plane a lot. Costco does have a Southwest gift card. It's $4.99 or something like that, but you get like $100 more for Southwest, so you're paying for like $400, but you actually get $500 worth of flights for that. I think that would be another great gift for someone who had a little extra money and cash to give to a nerdum who goes to conventions a lot.
Shoot, $500 for a flight for Southwest. I mean that is really helpful because I already booked the flight to Long Beach in about 2 weeks here, and roughly it cost me around $400 for that round trip. It's like, oh man, but that's a great gift. And do I? So I take it that I need a Costco membership in order to sign up for this gift card, correct?
Yeah. I think you got to go to. Don't quote me out there if you guys are listening to me and you go to Costco tomorrow and you go to the warehouse, because I didn't see it at the warehouse. I seen it at Costco.com.
Oh, okay.
So you pay $400, but you get $500 worth of flight.
Okay. Well, if anything, Southwest does offer flights to Hawaii now, so keep that in mind.
And Costa Rica, because my niece just flew today to Costa Rica to go visit her father. Her father lives in Costa Rica. So if you wanted to go to South America, they go there too.
How did that happen? Okay, that's a
no. I don't. No, it's not nothing secret. Her father retired. He worked 25 plus years at Federal Express, and he likes to surf, and so he went someplace that he liked, which he liked Costa Rica, and he liked surfing, so they kind of went hand in hand. So he lives in Costa Rica now.
But I guess his wife, which is your sister,
no more. They've been divorced for a long time.
Okay, I was wondering
for like 20 years or something like that.
All right. That's unfortunate, but then that gives your niece another home outside of the country.
Yeah, exactly. So she's spending Christmas with her father in Costa Rica.
Oh, that is a beautiful arrangement. And maybe he already met a Costa Rican.
I think he did.
Okay, all right. It happens.
When in Rome.
Of course.
When in Rome.
Yeah, when you get a little bit lonely, and then you find someone you're attracted to, and sometimes you need to get that little and just to some and you start building a feeling. So yeah,
Yeah,
eventually you find that somebody for you.
yeah,
Good for him. Good for him. And then now with this, so not, I mean, she'll provide later, but if you guys have any ideas for these getting gifts for a significant other or the opposite sex or the same sex or something that, give me a sec, I'll be back. Stall.
I'll take over. I'll take over. So, anyways, yeah. Besides comic books and action figures and whatnot, what do you get something who has it all, or is like maybe just picky to get? I always say, look at their closet. If you can sneak in their closet and take a look, then you can get say, "Well, I got this." For me, it would probably be get me something techie, but not too techie because then if it's too techie, then you only play with it once because it's too fragile and you don't want to break it. Um, I really like, there's a growing thing of us that love action figures. I love action figures, and Todd McFarlane. I'm plugging Todd McFarlane, the guy who I don't really like that much, but he does make the best action figures. His DC line is just spot on, and I have. I don't know. I can't even count how many I have, and he's got some really true exclusives that are coming out. If you have someone who out there likes to collect action figures, they're exclusive only at Target. I think they went on sale on the 21st of this month. Red Tornado, uh, Mullet Superman with Crypto, the dog.
Mullet.
Mullet Superman, 80s Mullet Superman.
This is post death.
Post death, correct.
Okay.
And he also got the baby blue Nightwing that's just released. That won't. The pre-order is started the 21st with the ponytail, with the big kind of neck thing.
Disco.
The disco Nightwing.
Yeah, disco.
And yeah, so those are some great gifts. If somebody gave me those, I'd be happy as a clam. So for your action figure people out there, I know Hasbro, but I'm kind of anti-Hasbro right now because they always try to push this big stuff, the Hasbro Lab stuff that costs like $300 and it takes a year for you to get. Since they started doing that with Ant-Man and Galactus and the Sentinels, I kind of ran dry on Hasbro stuff. Not saying that I don't collect it or someone gave it to me. I wouldn't lie. I just didn't like how Hasbro tried to do that stuff. Plus, if you're out there and you're a nerd, you know Hasbro just laid off 1,700 jobs.
Well, they're not here though. They're in.
No, they're here. They're in the creative side.
Oh, okay. So not the actual manufacturing side
in Vietnam. No,
okay.
No, but here the creative side. So,
I mean, I know was Hasbro doing Marvel Legends and
Marvel Legends, Star Wars,
and so who's doing DC? Was it
McFarlane does DC?
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah,
it just seemed like they were using not like the same molds, but the same kind of process.
No, all the Hasbro stuff is like 4-inch or 6-inch. Everything that McFarlane does is 7-inch and 12-inch. Yeah,
of course he wants to make it bigger.
He wants to make it bigger, but like I said, where you were gone, McFarlane's toys are far superior. That's the only ones I collect, and you know how I don't like McFarlane, so yeah.
Well, I mean, if you use my face as a scale, I mean that is 6 inches right there for this toy. Yeah. So, but I mean, we didn't have this stuff when we were younger, as far as like all these points of articulation. So these action figures are always going to be awesome to have. With GI Joes, there was the waist with the O-ring,
yeah,
and then the points of articulation on the arm, same as as the Spider-Man here, and then on the legs, but didn't have this one on the waist because the GI Joes would have a separation here, the O-ring inside, and then which eventually breaks because you'll go through a whole times of stretching the shit, and then and
But I loved Kung Fu Grip.
Kung Fu Grip, yeah. Who had it? Oh.
G.I. Joe had Kung Fu Grip.
On the bigger ones, not the 4-inch ones.
Oh, not well. I never. I was already an old man when the 4-inch ones came out.
Yeah,
I only know the bigger ones.
The 4-inch ones had this kind of hand on it, and the ones that I bought also go through a lot of abuse, and then the thumb would always break off. So every time you try to put a weapon in there for him to pose it, you won't be able to hold it because the thumb is already broken. Like that's like the most. Aside from the rubber band inside, it's the thumb that always breaks.
Speaking of weapons, that's something that only Todd McFarlane came out with. He made a line of just weapons for your action figure to hold, and it's like $19, and I think there was 14 or 15 weapons. No other toy company ever came up that. Only McFarlane came up with that. So if you got a guy out there that collects action figures and he puts them in a diorama or a display case, maybe buy him a thing of weapons from McFarlane Toys for his action figures.
Hey, you got to reuse those molds somehow, right? And
yeah.
You make your extra money with selling accessories. So Barbie had accessories, and those were always good money when you bought the extra dresses, the shoes, the whole new wardrobe for Barbie, plus the car and the houses. So when you buy the accessories for your Marvel Legends or your DC figures, it's like, okay, now I have a arsenal to play with in order for me to make my diorama or my action figure play with my friends kind of deal. And like, okay, I could be the coolest kid on the block because I have this and they don't. Or you can buy these.
I know the most sought after G.I. Joe diorama thing is the aircraft carrier. What is it, like 6 feet long or 7 feet long? It's supposed to be the most sought after G.I. Joe thing there is. Yeah. I don't know how much it costs, but I remember it. It used to be big. It was big.
It was the size of a small child, 4 feet long, 2 feet high, because the tower had like at least one figure that came with it.
Probably shipwreck.
Yeah, it wasn't the scale to an actual aircraft carrier, but it was enough. It was enough to at least. It was enough area on the deck of the aircraft carrier to have at least 6 of the GI Joe toy planes to sit on.
Nice.
What's up, Mark? Let me find it. Was it the USS Flag?
Yeah, I think that's what it was called. You're correct. Great memory. I give you a lot of credit for that.
I think I think retail for that back in 1984 was around $200. I think.
I can't even imagine what it's going for online right now. Like clean in the box, I would say $2,000, maybe $3,000 clean in the box with all the pieces.
No, there's some on eBay right now that's never been opened at $6,000.
Woo! I was way wrong.
$3,500 for a complete one out of the box. Yeah, but these things will. The kids that did get it during Christmas were. I don't say they were spoiled, but they were well off. You know, they did abuse that thing.
Yeah,
and I would too. I would too.
I would have not left it in the box. I would have played with it immediately. Absolutely, there's no question about it.
You plus you wouldn't be just having just the aircraft carrier. You would have every GI Joe toy that was, I guess, a production that year. You can't just have a battle with just the USS Flag, and then you have to buy the Cobra Terradrome and the Cobra Bubble flyer. What was
the one the twins flew in?
Yeah, and then the one that the new Cobra Commander with the creepy looking helmet, the Darth Vader helmet.
Yeah.
He had a spider version of the Bubble flyer, which was also, I think, that came as a package with him. And then I forgot what the GI Joes had was as far as like a base, but that I think
Oh,
those.
I remember the base looked like. I don't know the name of it. It looked like a like a kind of a techno like metal top, and then it had like rock like looking bottom. It was kind of circular.
Yeah, it was almost similar to I guess it was a Transformers base.
Yeah, they probably just used that and just relabeled it and just put Joe on it.
I mean, I think there's one here. Let me look for the image. But it okay. I think I got one. I think I found it. All right, let me share this. It's pretty dope, and I'll shoot. If I had the money, I would buy it too. There we go. Let me share this. That one right there.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. What is it called?
What's up,
Joe Headquarters. Pretty basic.
Yeah, 1983 GI Joe Headquarters Center Base. So I think this came with General Hawk. But that little piece right there, I guess that turns into like a rover with the gun, and then but everything else is pretty much stationary with the chairs and such, and you pose your GI Joes within that base.
You know, I was never much into I was an old guy by this time, but now looking at it, that's pretty damn cool.
Yeah, I was. You're working with 4-inch figures, right? And the base itself will fit those particular figures, but you're also working with small fingers, right? And so when you're as a kid, these big bear paws are pretty like the half the size of these bear paws, right? And you're working and playing with your toys. That's why they made the toys 6 inches now for us adults, so we could pose them and play with them. You know, I'll be like Dark Helmet on Spaceballs. It's like, hey, don't fuck with Spider-Man. Yeah, well, I'm Gundam. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Don't mind me, I do have toys.
That was hilarious.
Hey.
And the Dark Helmet reference was even better.
Oh, let me show you a little piece of that. Well, let me find it on our YouTube here. Dark Helmet plays with toys. Playing with dolls. Okay, let me play that clip. That's such a classic clip here. Let me find it. Yeah.
Spaceballs. Oh my god, I love Spaceballs so much.
Yeah, Spaceballs is a classic. It's the only, I think, Star Wars parody that we ever had. All right, here we go. Let's look at this.
Oh, here it is. You notice their Star Destroyers look just like the Space 2099 ones.
In my clutches.
They do.
To have my way with you, the way I want to. No, please leave me alone. No, you are mine. Not so fast, Helmet. Lone Star.
Yes, it's me. I'm here to save my girlfriend. Hi, honey.
Now you are going to die.
Oh. Hey, what'd you do to my friend?
The same thing I'm going to do to you, big boy. Oh.
Oh.
Now, Princess Vespa, at last we are alone.
Oh, no. I hate you. Leave me alone. Yet, I find you strangely attractive.
Of course you do. Druish princesses are often attracted to money and power. And I have both. And you know it.
Oh, leave me alone.
No, kiss me.
No. Yes.
No.
Yes. No. Yes. Oh. Your helmet is so big.
Our helmet, what? You need it on the break. Knock next time.
Yes, sir.
Did you see anything?
No, sir. I didn't see you playing with your dolls again.
Good.
Hilarious.
Yeah,
Hilarious.
if you open my door right now, or not, or when I'm like alone, then maybe there is a chance that I'm recreating that with these toys on my desk. Okay. But yeah.
with your symbiote Spider-Man doll.
There's other stuff. I mean, I got a whole wall of GI Joe and Marvel Legends here. I got a wall of Gundams on this side, and then Funko Pops in the other room. Hey, there's no other kid in this house except me.
I have all the original 1997, every single one X-Men doll. Not the new reprinted ones, actually the 1997 ones.
Oh,
Every single one.
was that the one by Jack's Pacific, or was that
No, they were done by Hasbro back then.
okay?
Yeah.
You're gonna have to take a photo with that and show it off. I mean,
I have it all like in those black and yellow crates and crate it all up and nice, but yeah. I have every single one. Not in the package, no bit cardboard.
well, there must be worth something. Have you checked the pricing for those yet?
The last time I checked it was a while back. The most I think collectible was Black Tom Cassidy, and I think at that time it was like $40 for Black Tom. I don't know how much it is now.
Oh, shit.
That was 20 years ago. I checked.
Okay, well, I propose that I get claim. I get first dibs when you leave this planet. I get first dibs at it.
They're all yours.
Yeah,
Every single effing one.
first dibs.
Every single one.
Otherwise, I'll sell them off and then help pay for your funeral.
I don't want to be buried. I just want to be cremated and left in some strip club.
we'll do a pig. We'll do a New Orleans funeral because this is what I want to do. And so we'll have a parade. We'll have a parade in the streets of the Bay Area, and then and then do the reenactment of Mr. Satan going to the crowd.
The champ is here.
The champ is here. Make way for the champ. Don't forget Thumb Wars. Thumb Wars. Oh man.
Yeah, Thumb Wars. I forgot about Thumb Wars. I thought about Thumb Wars. Thumb Wars was very funny. I remember that.
It was a little what do you call it? Shoot. It was like a ring.
No. It was the guy like put like a plastic helmet and he had a cape on his finger and he was talking like this, like puppets, but uses thumbs.
I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you.
So this one here, this one, that one, right?
Let me see. No. It was actually. I think it was like YouTube when YouTube first started. It was actually Star Wars, but they used their thumbs as the characters.
Oh, that's right. You're right. Okay, that one.
That one.
Okay, hold on. Let me remove this one. Let me find the. Stop sharing that. Go to pre-owned Thumb Wars.
Had to be 20 years.
That one. Phantom Cuticle. Okay. Damn, that's a deep dive, Luther. All right. I'm gonna have to dig that one up.
I'm surprised I remembered it.
Well, shoot, it's pre-owned Thumb Wars Phantom Cuticle. What is that? The DVD? Yeah, this is a DVD. Okay.
Oh, they actually made a DVD of it.
Yeah, it's an actual. Yeah, I remember watching this at least twice, but it was just right after Phantom Menace. Okay, well, shit. Damn, I'm gonna have to dig that up. That's pretty dope.
That would be a nice, cool gift for somebody who out there is a Star Wars fan. Yeah, absolutely. We're coming out with gifts we didn't even think about. Gifts. Way to go, Luther.
New stuff or vintage stuff. That's gonna get you points with your friends. It's something what they want, but put your wish list out there. That way they know. That way they can get something equally as cool as what you're getting them.
Since I have a really tiny family, so we don't really. Just only there's a couple of us, so the gifts are just and then it's done. But I know some people have like large families, like it's like way too large, so they do this thing called like white elephant or white rhino, where they buy one gift and they they get it and they trade it and they do all this. Do you do that? I mean, I don't know. Do people out there do that? 'Cause I've never did it.
My office does it, but as far as like the stuff that we do here at my family, it's like nah, just I buy them individual gifts, just the immediate family. Like extended family down like the first 3 cousins, like nah, I can't. Whoever lives in the same roof will get a gift from me, and that's it. Because otherwise, it gets expensive. Christmas has never been the same since 1984. Like, oh shit, I gotta buy how many gifts? For who? That's too expensive.
I got too many nieces and nephews, right?
Yeah.
I'm luckily I only have one, so it's pretty easy.
Granted, I think the only present that really counts is your presence. If you're in their life the whole time and you're there for them,
yeah,
presence over presents.
Yeah, yeah. I couldn't say it better. I'm even lost for words for that. Yeah, that presence instead of presents. Yes, yes. You should get it. You should make a shirt like that. That'd be a great ugly sweater shirt motto thingy to wear.
Yeah, well, I mean, I stole that from my cousin because
Okay, well then
I'll have to ask for his copyright in order for me to make it. But yeah, it'll be in the store if I get it approved.
It'll be in your local Target stores coming out next season.
Yeah. Presents over presents.
So I'm just curious, since we're talking about Christmas, do you I know some people open up gifts on Christmas Eve. Some people wait Christmas morning. What do you do at your house? And if you're out there and you're still listening to us babble on about ridiculous stuff, what do you do at home?
Yeah. Well, what about you? Well, let's start with you. What's your tradition like on Christmas Eve and day?
Well, I'm a Jew, so I don't really celebrate Christmas.
Okay, what do you do for Hanukkah? Did I say it right? Hanukkah.
Yeah.
What do you do the day after you get the dreidel?
It's usually at night. It's usually at night around 8ish. Open up things, yeah.
Yeah. So you're what I think lighting the menorah was another tradition for
every day for 8 days.
8 days. So that's 8 days from from the 25th and then 8 days before that, right?
Well, it's already I think today is the 6th day, so it's kind of different every year. It doesn't fall on the same day.
All right.
So some days it's till Christmas, and some days it's a couple days after. But this year it's going to be over, I think, Wednesday.
Okay. Well, Shabbat Shalom, my friend. I don't know what that means, but I heard
it's beautiful. Thank you. So what do you do? Christmas Eve, Christmas Day?
For here, I let the nieces and nephews open one gift in the evening and then the rest in the morning. And so that way it's less mess for me to deal with in the evening and then have the other adults take care of the mess in the morning.
So then everybody comes to your house where your mom and dad live, and they celebrate with your parents.
Of course, yeah. That's the way it should be, and sometimes it isn't, but it just whoever has time to be wherever they need to be, because sometimes other relatives do have their own parties, and they do the same thing.
So do you have a Christmas Eve kind of dinner or snack?
Yeah, that's the whole thing. That's my job is to cook. So I cook for the evening and cook for the day, and then I think church is also squeezed in there for a Christmas Eve mass. I am no longer practicing Catholic, so I don't need to go to church. So at least that gives me time. That frees me up to do everything else to get ready for Christmas.
So it's it's midnight mass, correct?
Midnight mass. Yeah. Yeah, you figured there's something magical going to happen at the midnight mass, but it's just people falling asleep in the pews. Yeah, that's just me being a bad Catholic.
I say the same thing too.
I can't pray till midnight.
I say the same thing. in the Jewish religion, there's only like major, high holidays, and they only show up those holidays, and then they charge you like it's like normal kind of religion. You go like every Sunday or whatever, and you give some money. But in this religion, there's only a few holidays they show up to temple, and then they charge like $200 instead of like $5 in the pot. You got to come up with $200, $300, so to make up for the whole year round.
I can't be tithing or tithing 10% of my earnings to the good Lord above. There's other important stuff that my money can go to, like toys.
Exactly.
Toys and comic books. So yeah.
Toys and comic books.
Sorry, not sorry.
I'm not either. I always say one of those. I know I'm going to get a boatload of bad pub for this, but what do those mega church people do? I always like it is. Richard Pryor said they take all the money and they throw it up in the air, and they said whatever the Lord wants to take, He would take it. Everything falls down to the ground, goes to my Mercedes Benz. Richard Pryor said that.
Oh shoot, that was probably the later stuff. Oh man, I can't remember. That was like my favorite album back in the 80s, where I get like the earlier Richard Pryor comedic acts. But
mine was Steve Martin. I love the Steve Martin album.
Oh, is that like that's not the stuff like after the Jerk, right? Or it was like before the Jerk.
Before the Jerk, he had a thing full of you. If you guys out there listening, you can come up with the album because I can't remember it. That was so long ago. It had all his like stand-up stuff, and then at the end it had his song King Tut. I love that song, King Tut. When I was a young man, I never thought I'd see people stand in line to see the boy King Tut. It was actually they played it on the radio back then too. It was on the it was like a hit.
Yeah, most likely it's probably not going to be played on the radio anymore, probably because it's
it's definitely not PC.
Yeah, and because what gets played right now is, or at least get some airplay, was is Adam Sandler's
Hanukkah.
Yeah.
O.J. Simpson, not a Jew.
Oh, good to know. You heard it here, folks. O.J. Simpson is not a Jew. That's breaking news. Breaking news to me. According to Mr. Evil Fat.
No, it's from the song. Well, he isn't, but I mean, it's part of the Adam Sandler,
That's right. I have to look that up again. I have to put it on my Spotify.
for Christmas, yeah. And that, I think the greatest, for me, the greatest Christmas carol is by the Waitresses, 1983. Christmas time again, or Christmas time this time of year. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. I wouldn't miss this one this year. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. I wouldn't miss this one this year.
Okay.
I know. It's kind of a new wave thing from
it's
the 80s.
I say it's still better than Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas. Only taking over all the meta stuff right now, so it's been playing since 1998. Like, okay. But if anything, the Christmas song I do want to hear, but will never hear, is the La La song from the what's that movie that they always play on TNT on Christmas Day?
Yes.
Elf?
The Red Ryder Shotgun Kid.
A Christmas Story.
Yeah, with the Chinese restaurant people.
Yeah. I wonder if they do have that. That's great.
I've heard it on other radio shows, but I don't think they'll ever play it anymore. But this was like decades ago when the last time I heard it played.
I'm so disappointed.
Yeah, it still cracks me up. Yeah, it's racist, but still cracks me up. Good stuff there.
A little good of racism goes a long way.
Well, I'll leave that to you.
Okay.
One thing to be known as misogynistic and being racist now is going to be a mistake.
Exactly. The racist, misogynistic Jew.
Hey, Shabbat shalom to that.
The pain in the leg.
Okay.
I think
Red.
we're supposed to be like discussing other stuff, but we got like caught in the Christmas.
I know, but it was funny. It was funny. Now since we're done talking about Christmas, let's talk about something more important. Rick and Morty. Before the show, me and Red goes over kind of what we're going to talk about, and Red brought something up that I didn't think of at all until he brought it up, and now that he brought it up during the show, I'm thinking about what Red said and thinking about how I think about it and how I would react to it, and I'm still kind of befuddled because it's such a profound thing about Rick and Morty. And I'm going to let Red start it out, and then we're going to talk about it. And if you're out there listening to this, you can give us what your opinion is on this too, because it is quite mind-blowing if you're a Rick and Morty fan.
Yeah, I mean they just, I think a couple of weeks ago they had Rick C-137 kill off Rick Prime, and Rick Prime alludes to the fact that the current Rick that we know came from a dimension where Diane and Beth had died, and so because Rick Prime killed him, which means that the current Morty that Rick is with is not his actual grandson in that dimension. So now what are we looking at? A Rick 37, or are we what do you call it? Is Rick Prime C-137 and Rick from the dimension where Beth and Diane were killed was a whole different one, and then the Morty that the current Rick that we're seeing on the screen is also from a different dimension. But I'm knowing that Morty came from the Cronenberg dimension. So my question is, like, which Rick are we watching? which Rick are we watching here?
And after you said that, I have no idea. I thought I had this down after the Cronenberg episode, but now I'm I'm completely blown. And you're the only one that even mentioned this, and I have a whole bunch of Rick and Morty fans that are like my buddies, and besides you that they never mentioned it, and I never thought of it, and now I don't know who I'm watching. It's more of a puzzle now, and more intertwined and outertwined and unraveled than ever for me now. Now I have to go back and rewatch this whole new season 7 or season 9, or I forgot even know what season
7,
and then go back and watch some older episodes that I have on DVD to even make
go back to the first season,
episode
10, where they go to the Citadel Ricks when I guess when we first actually get to see their first appearance, and then attack the Rickest Rick at C-137, and then it'll explain a little bit there. But they've been leaving some, I guess some little tidbits every season of which Rick we're watching. So it's something to look at, and probably later will be discussed in another episode once we do a little review here, because definitely it's good to have this kind of homework to really research the I guess the lore of Rick and Morty.
Yeah, because sometimes you get involved in the story, and what makes Rick and Morty great, it's the subtext too. The subtext is what makes the cartoon more than just a cartoon. It makes it I don't know, a life form in itself. And now that this Pandora's box is open, thanks Red, that I have to go back to go forward.
Yeah. Oh well, remember the other episode just aired the other week was the Quado episode,
right?
Where Morty became intertwined with I forgot the sister's name.
Beth.
Not Beth.
Oh,
Summer.
Summer.
Yeah.
Why did I say Beth? Beth is the mother.
Mother. So when at the end they never explain how Morty became normal again. I guess Rick had the ability to unquado him. I guess but are we still looking at C-137 Rick there? Or is that a whole different continuity that we're looking at?
Or is it Rick? Is it Rick Prime? We don't now. We don't now. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean Rick Prime is dead based on that Rick C-137 that beat the shit out of him on that.
But was that really C-137 that beat Rick Prime, or is it Rick Prime?
Yeah, that too. Yeah, we'll look into that. Maybe there's something there, and that's bigger than what we're scratching at right now. And I'd like to get to the bottom of it.
Yeah. So if you're out there and you are a Rick and Morty fan and you haven't thought about this, or you have thought about this, please send us a message and maybe put us on the right path or what episode to go back and watch, so I don't have to watch season 4 through 7 like frame by frame in case I miss something.
Yeah, I mean there's Wikipedia's, there's wiki pages that we can look at, but nothing like going through and reviewing every episode until then. And then maybe I'm missing something here when it comes out, when you have the DVDs, that they also have the commentary from the director and the writers and such. So maybe they have a little bit more insight there.
I'm definitely gonna have to take time and plug that in and watch it.
It's something to chew on, because tonight is the last episode for this season. So
yeah,
definitely. Maybe we'll get clued in more to that the answer to that question. It's boggled my mind this so far, and I'm really intrigued on doing the research for it.
Yeah, me too. And if you would have said that, I would have went to bed a lot more easier than I'm gonna do tonight, because now it's like right here. It's like right here. It's like the face sucker from Aliens. It's right here.
Yeah. I mean, they had their version of that too on Rick and Morty.
Well, they did too. Yeah.
Yeah. Glory to Glorzo.
Yeah. Glory to Gorzo. and Gorzo to you.
Glorzo to you.
All you needed to fight that was a toothpick.
Well, according to Summer.
According to Summer. Okay, I gotta ask you a question. We kind of talked about this off the air a little bit. What if?
What if?
And Echo.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Echo's already a character that's been in DC. Not DC. Sorry, Disney Plus and on the streaming service. We know the character. Now that she's getting her own show, what are you thinking, and what do you think of the trailer?
All right, let's take a look at the trailer first. All right, let's hit play.
Exclusively on Hulu and Disney Plus. Kingpin thanks you for your loyalty. Viewer discretion is advised. On January 9th. All 5 episodes. One killer drop. I wouldn't have it any other way. Don't miss Marvel's most intense series yet. Maya, enough games. If you want a war.
Oh, shit!
You'll have it. Marvel Studios Echo. All episodes streaming January 9th at 6 p.m. PT. Set your Disney Plus profile to TVMA to stream.
Holy shit, that looks violent. That's bloody.
It's about time Disney Plus does something like that. And I like how at the very end they say, take the parental guide off it, or else you can't watch it.
Yeah, holy shit. Okay, that looks
Every 14-year-old boy is now changing their Disney Plus profile right this minute.
well. It's gonna be both on Hulu and Disney Plus. I mean, it's all gonna be the same subscription anyway. But if they're going this way, as far as like amping the violence and the blood, then Punisher and all the street level heroes are not too far behind. And then when we get Deadpool next year, it's just all out badassery from there.
I agree. The earlier that iteration of Echo that Disney Plus had, I didn't like the character.
It wasn't her show.
Yeah, I know it wasn't her show. I know it wasn't. And in the comic book, I didn't like Echo that much either. In the comic book, I thought she was a bad version of Daredevil in a sense, which she is. But yeah, this looks like something else. And Wilson Fisk as Kingpin, and what's his name? D'Onofrio. I hope I say his name.
Yeah, D'Onofrio.
I love his portrayal of Kingpin. I love it.
That was Private Pile from Full Metal Jacket.
Yeah. What's your major malfunction, Pile?
Yeah, that's a great actor to play this certain villain, and I'm excited. Plus, it's dropping 5 episodes, all 5 episodes where you could just binge watch in a day.
Yeah,
so like all right. Then.
So they made it kind of motion picture-esque. So instead of like watching one way the next, it's like watching a motion picture, watching the whole thing. Only you just got to do is skip the intro.
Yeah, which is I could deal with that. It's there's no problem where we're having to watch through that stuff. I'm just hoping that the actual episodes are longer than 30 minutes, at least 45, 50. And then they'll probably get like a whole 4-hour movie out of it.
And as well as I do, Marvel's going to put some cameos or some shadow of a figure in there, either a villain or a superhero. Maybe Luke Cage, maybe Jessica Jones, maybe Daredevil, maybe even a glimpse of a Spider-Man.
Yeah, well, I thought that was Star-Lord that answered the door. It looked like Chris Pratt.
Oh, really? I didn't see that. See, you see something I didn't see.
I don't know. I could be wrong. It just looks similar to Chris Pratt. But that.
Huh.
We'll just watch it again after.
I wonder why they would put Star-Lord in that part of the MCU.
I don't know either. But I know he's after Guardians of the Galaxy Part 3 or Volume 3. He goes back to Earth to be with his grandfather. So maybe. It probably is not.
But I thought he was. No, I always get those flyover states wrong. Was he from Iowa or Indiana, or which flyover state was?
Iowa. Yeah,
so,
I remember.
So it wouldn't be New York, which this is. Hell.
Yeah. Then it wouldn't be Star-Lord then, but Iowa being because he's such a corn-fed American, Yeah,
well, I mean, talking about Star-Lord, since we're changing chances, a lot of people don't know Star-Lord was a little bit fucked up in his thing. In the comic book, Star-Lord gets the team back together, but he uses Gamora to. This is the comic book, so if you're not a comic book fan, I'm not blowing any MCU stuff. That he uses Mantis to brainwash everyone that he wants to be in the Guardians of the Galaxy in order to protect the universe. So Star-Lord is not this squeaky clean good guy that listens to 70s pop music. He's kind of bent too, because he uses. Nobody wants to be a part of the Guardians of the Galaxy, but he kind of forces, Drax, who else? Gamora,
Rocket.
I think uh, what's I always want to say Nighthawk, but it's not Nighthawk.
Darkhawk.
Darkhawk, Nova Prime. He forces all these guys to be a part of it, but they don't want to be a part of it. So Star Lord's not the squeaky clean guy that everyone likes him to be.
Sometimes you got to do the nitty gritty stuff in order to achieve the mission.
Yeah.
You know, he ends up paying for it at the end of that arc.
Oh yeah, because Groot becomes this big planet that eats them all and whatnot, and they all become a part of Groot, and then Groot pollinates, and they're all reborn. I'm blowing it for comic book fans everywhere, but if you haven't read it, then sorry, I blew it for you.
It's all right. All right. So we have What If here. This will be our. Oh, actually, no. Let's grade the Echo trailer right now on your scale.
9-1.
Okay.
Inside the case with the labels on the top.
All right. I say 9.6. It looks pretty dope. I'm expecting a lot more. You know, we'll just wait till it comes out on the 6th. All right, let's look at this last trailer here, and let's see what it's about.
Let me tell you one of my favorite Yuletide stories.
Ales all around. Chin chin.
Pulse smashing. And now it's cracking. Dead rings are glowing.
Oh, gotta admit, that's some solid holiday wordplay.
There are infinite stories to be told across the multiverse.
Well, you got the color of the suit, right? I'm Santa Claus, baby.
That was Justin Hammer. That was Justin Hammer in the Hulk Buster. That was dope.
Yeah, exactly. For you people out there that just know the MCU, What If is a kind of a comic book that was like a king size. I think the first one I've ever bought was probably the first one, maybe the first or second out. It was What If Ben Grimm never became the Thing.
Oh,
and I still have that comic book, and I have a couple other What Ifs. And yeah, I think that you're asking me in the MCU, the What If series is probably the only thing I do like. I'm kind of critical when it comes to comic book movies, but it looks cool. I did like What If Zombies. It wasn't really a What If comic book because the What If line is a little different. They kind of took What If and they put Marvel Zombies and Marvel Zombies 2 together and came up with that one. But yeah, looks good. And yeah,
it's something that they wouldn't have considered in not the main MCU, but at least a thought of it. Maybe if it went a certain way versus what happened in the actual movie. This is a show for you. Like, what if Gamora became, what if T'Challa became Star-Lord instead of I forgot his name, Peter Quill.
Yeah,
stuff like that questions, like, how would the story end up if it went in a different direction? And the most key book that I know of was the What If Jane Foster became Thor. And, that's where we got Thor Love and Thunder.
Yep. Love and Thunder
was where we got the female version of Thor because of that What If story.
Yeah, I love the What If story, and just to see Howard the Duck. Howard the Duck is one of my favorite Marvel characters. He's way overpowered in the Marvel comic book universe. But it's nice to see they have Howard the Duck there. When I seen Howard the Duck, I just lit up because Howard the Duck is one of those characters that is like the Beyonder or something like that. It just has way too much power to be actually
not the shit that you saw in 1987 that George Lucas had
playing the guitar.
Had come up and playing the guitar with Leah Thompson. I mean, granted, we got to see nudity from a female duck, topless, but that he just completely took the character and not really fully matched the source material. Seeing him, Howard the Duck in the first Guardians at the end, and then have him get sprinkled around the MCU, and then finally getting his shine in the What If series. Maybe it's a sign of things to come with Howard the Duck in the main MCU, and also
I hope so.
Voiced by Seth Green.
Seth Green.
Yeah. So maybe he will finally get his shine, get his own solo movie, or at least a partner up with the Guardians on the next one.
Absolutely. And to give a couple tangents on what Red just said, the original Howard the Duck was filmed if you're a native Bay Area person like me and Red are, it was filmed at the San Francisco Planetarium.
That's right.
It was filmed inside that. The most 90% of the movie was filmed inside that. So if you go back and watch it, a little bit of my childhood, because every like maybe junior high trip that I took was always
every science class trip ended up at the planetarium.
Went there, and you had the fishes, and you had the cavemen, and you had the bones, and in my mind, you had Howard the Duck.
Well, it doesn't look like that. The movie doesn't look like that anymore in this modern era.
No. That place is completely 100% different than it is now. Yeah. And another tangent. Red mentioned a gentleman named Seth Green. I kind of have my people that I don't like and people I do like at conventions, and Seth Green is one of the most nicest men that go frequent conventions and will talk to you.
Oh shit! Okay, no, next time hopefully we'll see him.
It was Comic-Con. I don't know.
Yeah, but
I guess the second season of this. How many times Comic-Con? The second season of Robot Chicken.
Okay.
The second, and Seth was there, and he walking around, no bodyguard, no nobody, no nothing. And I forgot what I was wearing. I was wearing something, and he came up to me and said, "Let me take a picture." By that time they didn't really have these fancy smartphones. They had like these. They was trying to take a picture. It was just all grainy and yucky. And he talked to me on the floor in front of. I remember this because it was in front of Tokidoki, because I was actually trying to buy something from Tokidoki, which I buy every year for something from Tokidoki. And we talked in front of Tokidoki for maybe 25 minutes about just nerd shit. And nicest guy. Little tiny guy, but nicest guy you could ever meet.
Well, did you get his number?
I think I did, but I mean, maybe those phones, maybe it's been changed since a couple times. Yeah. I mean, yeah, but he was just jotted up. Just he didn't walk away. Talked a good 25 minutes, just bullshit stuff, and not that he was like this quote unquote big star, because I think at that time he just did Italian Job, so he was pretty famous at that time. That movie Italian Job with Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch.
Yeah, and most likely he was already done with Buffy the Vampire Slayer in like mid 2000s, and I don't think he wasn't doing anything else other than voice work. So definitely, Robot Chicken was his bread and butter by the time the late 2000s hit.
Yeah, but he was just a super guy. And you guys who watch the show, you heard me complain about other people that I dislike. So he's one that I on the scale of like, he's way the hell up there.
I'm glad you like people. I'm glad there's certain stars that you do have
hard-ons.
Yeah. That way, when I introduce you to like another star, like this isn't somebody you hate.
I love John Jang. John Jang is way up there too.
All right, end of the show. Well, I guess this gets it. I guess that's it for the year. I guess next Sunday is Christmas Eve, so I don't think we're gonna have a show on Christmas Eve.
We'll be busy, and then after that is my birthday. Your birthday's coming up, right?
I'm September.
Oh, shoot.
It's E-Man. E-Man's birthday.
Oh, E-Man's birthday's coming up.
Yeah.
Is his before mine or after mine?
He is on the 22nd, I think.
Oh, so his is this week.
Yeah.
This is this week.
But I could be wrong. I have to check my calendar here because I should have everybody's birthday.
So I guess it goes E then me.
Yeah. But we'll celebrate it on the episode. But looks like next 2 Sundays because of Christmas Eve and then New Year's Eve,
and then that's my birthday.
Then we'll be back.
So, anyways, everyone out there in nerdom, love, peace, and comic books, cosplay, culture, nerdom, action figures, whatever you guys love out there. This is Big Bad Evil Fett saying, love, peace, and cosplay. Villainous Red, take us out.
All right. Massage your prostate.
Thanks again for listening to another episode of the Sealess Villains podcast, your cultivators of the comic culture.